Hello there. Well, overall, it's a fairly cloudy Sunday for many of us, as you can see on the satellite and radar picture from earlier. We do have a few bright spells holding on across the region, but that cloud continues to build as we go through the day, and there will be some patchy rain in places too. And feeling quite chilly out there. We're looking at highs generally up to around 7 or 8 degrees. Now, as we make our way through this evening and tonight, cloudy with some outbreaks of rain at first, but then overnight we'll start to see some clearer skies tucking in. So that's going to allow the temperatures to tumble. It's turning quite chilly tonight, temperatures close to freezing, so there will be a frost out there. And that means for these areas quite a chilly but a bright start to the day at least on Monday morning. Bye-bye. Hello again. Well, you'll certainly be needing those extra layers as we go through the next few days or so. Certainly going to be feeling cold across the region with the risk of some sleet and snow in places, and we will see the return of the overnight frost too. Now, the reason for it is we continue to draw in that cold Arctic air, and not only that, low pressure will be dominating. Now, one we're keeping a close eye on is this one here. It's driving this system towards us as we go through Monday and into Tuesday morning, which could potentially bring some snow, especially across the higher ground. And it will also be quite windy out there too, making it feel even colder than what the temperatures suggest. Now, for the rest of tonight, there will be some patchy rain around for a time. Well, by the end of the night, largely dry for many of us. We'll see some clear skies, especially the further north that we come. So there will be some frost in places, and then we'll see a little bit more rain just nibbling into the far south of us by tomorrow morning. So a bit of a split start to the day tomorrow morning first thing. I think the best chance of any brightness will be across more northern parts, but it is looking largely dry for a good part of the day. But that cloud will continue to increase, and that's ahead of that rain coming our way throughout the evening, and feeling cold out there too. Just look at those temperatures, highs between 3 and 6 degrees. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it's as we go through Monday night and into Tuesday, you can see we have got the system tracking its way towards us. Now, at this stage, it looks like it could be bringing some sleet and some snow across more northern parts, in particular across the higher ground, and there is the risk of some ice too. Then that clears out of the way on Tuesday. For many of us, it will be bright with the risk of further showers at times. Hello and a very good evening to you. Well, it's certainly going to be feeling more like winter as we go through the next few days, turning even colder across the region. There is the risk we could be seeing some sleet and some snow in places, and we will see the return of the overnight frost too. And the reason for it, well, cold Arctic air is across us, got low pressure driving in various weather systems at times. We're keeping our eye on this one, which is coming through Monday night and into Tuesday. That brings a threat to some snowfall, especially across the higher ground. Could come down to lower levels though, especially across more northern parts of the region, and it will be accompanied by a fairly chilly wind too. Now, for the rest of tonight, well, we'll see some clearer skies spreading in across more northern parts. So here it will be cold enough for a touch of frost. Where we hold on to the cloud across the south, the temperatures there staying above 4 or 5 degrees. So tomorrow morning, a bit of a split start to the day first thing. We'll hold on to some of that cloud across the south. Further north, it will be chilly with some bright or sunny spells, and then the cloud continue to increase as we go through the day. And as I mentioned earlier, patchy rain arriving later on in the afternoon could turn to sleet and snow as we go through tomorrow night. And it's a cold day too. Highs there 4 to 6 degrees. Bye-bye. Hello there. So a cold spell of weather as we go through this week. For today, well, it's a bright morning for many of us, but the cloud will continue to increase as we go through this afternoon. Eventually some showers working their way towards us later, and some of these could be turning to sleet and snow as we go through tonight. Bye-bye. Hello again. Well, you'll certainly be needing those extra layers as we go through the next few days. Our temperatures will be below average for the time of year. There is the risk we could be seeing a few wintry showers across the capital at times, and there will be the return of the overnight frost too. Now, the reason for it, will we continue to draw in that cold Arctic air, and not only that, low pressure will be in charge of things, driving various weather systems towards us at times. And you can see the squeeze in the isobars too, especially as we go through Monday and into Tuesday. So it will be rather windy out there. You've taken the edge off those temperatures even further. Now, for a time, there will be some patchy rain as we go through tonight. And then it will become dry. We'll see some clear skies before that rain peps up again as we move through the small hours too. And that's going to take us into quite a grotty start to Monday morning. So cloudy with some outbreaks of rain at first. And that will move out of the way. It'll become dry for a time. A few bits of brightness here and there. But overall, it will be a cloudy day. We'll see some more patchy rain working its way towards us as we go through the afternoon and wrap up warm. It's a chilly one. We're looking at highs there up to around 7 or 8 degrees. And then here's that low pressure, as I mentioned earlier, tracking its way eastwards as we go through Monday and into Tuesday. It is going to bring some wintry showers, especially the further north that we are. We can't rule out a chance of one or two of those landing in our part of the world too, and it will be rather blustery. Then once that moves out of the way, well, there will be quite a lot of sunshine as we go through the week. Just a chance of a few wintry showers in places, but certainly going to be cold by day, highs of 6 degrees, below freezing at night, and we will see the return, as I say, of those overnight frosts. Bye-bye. Hello there. So it's certainly going to be feeling more like winter as we go through the next few days, turning even colder as the week continues, with the risk of some sleet and snow in places. And we'll also see the return of the overnight frost too. Now, the reason for it, well, cold Arctic air will be dominated, and we've also got low pressure in charge of things too, and that's going to be driving the system across the UK as we go through tomorrow. And there is a bit of uncertainty about this, but it looks like rain could turn to sleet and snow as we go through Monday night and into Tuesday, and then that eventually moves out of the way, but we're left with this very brisk wind taking the edge of those temperatures even further. Now, for the rest of tonight, we've got a scattering of showers across the country, although we will see some clear skies, especially the further north that we are. So here could see a touch of frost in places. Elsewhere, though, we have the cloud and more rain moving into the south. Temperatures there between 6 and 8 degrees. So a mixed start to the day on Monday morning. We've still got this cloud and patchy rain across the south. Sunny but rather chilly across the north, and then it will become dry for a time before the cloud increases. And we've got the next batch of rain working its way towards us. It's going to be a cold day too. Temperatures there anywhere between 6 and 8 degrees. Like you can see right towards the south, we're still holding on to that slightly milder air. Now, it's as we go through Monday night and into Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier, there is the risk we're going to see some sleet and some snow, especially across the higher crown. Might even see a sprinkle down to lower levels too. And then that moves out of the way, and it's sunny spells and wintry showers for the rest of the week. Bye-bye. Hello again. Well, it's certainly going to be feeling more like winter as we go through the next few days or so, turning even colder across the region. There is the risk we could be seeing some snowfall in places, and we will see the return of the overnight frost. Now, the reason for it, well, that cold Arctic air continues to spread its way across us, and not only that, low pressure will be in charge of things, driving various weather systems towards us. Now, one we're keeping a close eye on at the moment is this one here. We've got some rain moving through tomorrow night and into Tuesday, and as it collides with that cold air, well, it could be turning to sleet and snow for a time, especially across more northern parts. And you can see the squeezing the isobars. It will be quite windy out there too. Now, at the moment, we've still got a scattering of showers across the region, but we will see some clear skies, especially the further north that we come. So here it will be cold enough for a touch of frost, but elsewhere we'll see some more cloud working its way and some more patchy rain across the south. And that's going to take us into a bit of a mixed start today on Monday morning. So the further north that you are, a chilly but a rather bright start to the day for you. But elsewhere, quite a bit of cloud around. We're going to see some patchy rain working its way as we go through the afternoon. And it's a cold day too. Just look at that. Temperatures between 6 and 8 degrees. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the one we're keeping an eye on is through Monday night and into Tuesday. You can see as this low pressure works its way across us, we've got this band working its way through too, and that could bring some sleet and some snow, especially across high levels, across more northern parts, and a cold wind associated with that too. And then after that, sunny spells, wintry showers, cold by day, and even colder at night. Hello again. Well, you'll certainly be needing those extra layers as we go through the next few days. Cold temperatures across the region as we go through this week, with the chance of some wintry showers in places as the week continues, and there will be the return of the overnight frost too. So we continue to draw in that cold Arctic air and low pressure will be in charge of things too. You can see it here driving various frontal systems towards us at times, bringing some showers, which again could be turning wintry. And you can also see the squeeze in the isobars. At times it will be rather blustery. Now for the rest of tonight, quite a lot of cloud around at first with some outbreaks of mostly light and patchy rain. And then overnight for many of us, we will see some clearer skies, especially across the north. So here it will be cold enough for a touch of frost, but then that rain across the south will pep up again. And that's how we start things on Monday morning. So quite a bit of cloud with some outbreaks of rain across the south. Further north, chilly and bright. Not a bad start to the day here, providing you wrap up warm. And then the cloud will increase as we go through the afternoon, and certainly feeling chilly out there. We're looking at highs up to around 5 or 6 degrees. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got that low pressure tracking its way across us as we go through Monday night and into Tuesday. So it will be rather windy for a time, especially the further east that we are. And then behind that, well, we're going to see a good deal of sunshine as we go through this week. But with those unsettled conditions, at times there will be showers. Some of these could be wintry in nature and cold by day. Just look at that, highs of 4 or 5 degrees. Bitterly cold at night, so we are going to see the return of the overnight frosts. I'll see you a bit later on. Bye-bye. Hello again. Well, you'll certainly be needing to wrap up warm as we go through the next few days. Cold temperatures will be across the region. There is the risk of some wintry showers at times, and those winds will be increasing too. Now, the reason for all of this, well, we've currently got some colder air feeding its way southwards. We've also got low pressure in charge of things, driving various frontal systems our way at times. Now, you can see as we go through Monday night and into Tuesday, as that low pressure pulls its way eastwards, you can see this squeeze in the isobars, quite windy, especially along coastal parts, and with the combined high tides of recent days, where there could be some tricky conditions over here. So all in all, it is a fairly unsettled outlook. Now for the rest of tonight, a lot of cloud around at first with some outbreaks of rain in places. It will become drier from the north, so here it will be cold enough for a touch of frost in places. Though further south will be holding to that cloud and that rain. Temperatures not falling too cold for many. So a mixed start to the day on Monday morning. The further north that you are, we'll see some bright or sunny spells. And eventually that rain will clear the south, so becoming dry for a time. Or the cloud once again increasing as we go through the afternoon. That's ahead of more rain coming our way later on in the evening. But look at those temperatures, certainly feeling chilly out there. Highs between 5 and 7 degrees. And as I say, quite blustery out towards the coast. And this is what's bringing it, as I mentioned earlier, this area of low pressure tracking its way eastwards, really whipping up those winds as we go through Monday and into Tuesday, with a chance of a few wintry flurries in places. And then here's your outlook. Well, sunny spells at times, wintry showers and bitterly cold for some. Bye-bye.